First time we had the opportunity to hear from some Real Madrid players about that decision.
The focus is 100% on Saturday, and this was a big deal in the locker room inside of our team. We really concentrate for the game.
Cada uno toma la decisión en lo que quiera. Nosotros tenemos que ser sinceros, que si estuviera con nosotros sería un gran jugador, es un gran jugador, tenemos que hablar la verdad, que es un gran jugador, pero se tomó la decisión de seguir en el París, tenemos que respetar.
Yo sé que yo me estaba muriendo de hace años de poder venir al Real Madrid antes de fichar y yo sé lo especial que es jugar en el Real Madrid y solo hay que ver los partidos que hemos jugado en el Bernabéu, las remontadas que hicimos para saber lo que es el Real Madrid, pero yo creo que si no estás aquí no sabes realmente lo que es el Real Madrid, aunque yo creo que desde fuera se puede ver lo que es este club y la grandeza que tiene.
Meanwhile, this is what Benzema had to say. We play a Champions League final on Saturday. It isn't the time to be talking about these tiny little things.
Hey!
What's interesting in just hearing everybody talking is I'm reminded of what Steve McManaman said on Martin Einstein's Galacticos documentary, which was really good on ESPN Plus, was the fact when David Beckham signed, it just took over everything. They still had a title to win. They still had trophies to go for. So does the fact that Mbappe didn't sign, in fact, kind of mean that they can focus fully on the Champions League, or because of the manner in which it's happened, is it a distraction?
This has 0.00 impact on how Real Madrid play against Liverpool on the weekend. The media is going to talk about it because this is what we do. And people are going to ask the questions. But I can guarantee you with 100% certainty that if you're sitting inside the locker room of Real Madrid and you are focusing on Liverpool, you're not thinking, well, it would be nice to have Mbappe, let me tell you. I tell you, that guy, he can run real fast.
Why is he from the south? Where are they from? Who is that?
Well, I was mimicking the way that Thibaut Courtois was speaking in Spanish. Look, the truth is that they're not thinking about Mbappe. They weren't thinking about Mbappe before. They're not thinking about Mbappe now. They won't be thinking about Mbappe in the future. It's impossible to get away from it because people are going to ask questions, but it has nothing to do with the preparation. I think it has no impact whatsoever as to how they prepare the game against Liverpool. People want to talk. They'll talk. They'll answer the questions. And those the answers that you saw from the players there were essentially... You could have taken any player and they would have told you the same type of answer. We respect the decision. He's going to stay in Paris. We have to focus on ourselves. We have to concentrate on the final. That's it. That's it. You don't even have to be a Real Madrid player to give that answer. Any of us would have sat in front of a microphone and would have given exactly the same answer. This has no impact. None at all.
Nadim, are you going higher or lower than 0.00% effect on the final?
Do you know what? I'm just going to have to stick with my man LA and just say 0.00 again. You know, that's the number. That's where it is. And, you know, for those players, like, the one that I found interesting was the Courtois one, because I think with Casemiro and the like, they're talking about how you respect his decision and so on and so forth. But Courtois was more so saying, this is Real Madrid, this is greatness. And it's almost like he's saying, why would you not make the decision to come here? You know, that's very fair play to him for mentioning that sort of thing. But, you know, people have different perceptions. Now, Paris is a place for Kylian, and obviously that's what he wants to do. But, you know, for people who love Real Madrid and support Real Madrid, it's the greatest club in the world, and it should be obvious that people should go there. But in regards to the players getting ready for the game on Saturday, like, it's irrelevant. You sometimes get that as a player where there's a news story that's going on that really doesn't affect you at all, but you have to talk about it a lot just because of the nature of it. But for them, the game on Saturday is the most important thing. And as Ali said, unless Mbappe was going to turn up on the Thursday afternoon or something like that and get ready for the game, like, what difference does it make talking about a player that never really came and isn't going to be coming at all?
But, Jan, we did hear Mbappe confirm he'll be Real Madrid's #1 fan going into Saturday's game.
Yeah, but first of all, I have to start with that. Good that you put me up on that. But first of all, Kylian Mbappe. If you are in a nightclub and there are 3 girls and you choose one of them, don't go over to the 2 others and say, I love you more, I want to take you home. I mean, he did the same. He did the same with Real Madrid, AC Milan. He did it with Liverpool, and this is just the last 2 days. So I think that the only consequence it can have for the game Saturday is that I expect Salah and Mane maybe be linked to Real Madrid more intense than it's already been. I think that could be a story that they will try to influence Liverpool. But I agree with the boys. I don't think there is a lot of influence on the players, but I think that is great. David Alaba, he had the best answer. I mean, he said that in the dressing room, this was not a big deal. But I mean, that is the only place in the world that is not a big deal. And I think that is also the strength of Real Madrid. Maybe some of them, or many of them, are very, very happy that he didn't come, because they knew that it would be all his attention. There will be his place up for grab, and so on and so on. So that can only be positive for Real Madrid going into the Champions League final on Saturday.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.